Good morning. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. It's 7:47 and we're on our way to school. I think today you make like a something for the kids for the 14th. So I might stay in the school, I might not, I don't know. But here we are. It's nice and sunny and I appreciate it. Alright, so the class thing was not today. Guess it's on Tuesday, where you get to make a Valentine's card. I didn't want to say it because I didn't know. With your child, in the parent center for your child. So it's on Tuesday, but next week. So I'm gonna go get breakfast. For us. And yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get breakfast. And I was just talking to one of the girls' parents, one of the girls that goes in Valentina's class, and she was like, "Yeah, I guess this is Miss last year teaching," and I'm like, "No, why?" She's such a good teacher, guys. Like, oh my god, like. She's such a good teacher. She's such a freaking amazing teacher. She cares for the kids. She's just so good, in teaching. But overall, like as a person, she gives them cookies. She gives them like festive things to do. And when I say cookies, I don't mean like, well, anyone can give your kids cookies. But what I'm trying to say is like, she tries to make sure that they eat, that they drink, like she's very, very, very caring. And I think that's like a very, very, obviously it's a good thing, but when you bump into a person like that, it's like a golden little mind that you have, because your children are in a good place, with someone that truly loves and enjoys their job. And I remember when I was in school in 3rd grade, I don't know if I remember very well. I was in 3rd grade or 4th. I don't even remember. But I know my sister probably remembers. She was older than I was. My parents were purchasing a home. And I had to stay after school. I don't even know why. And I was retained. And my sister didn't know. My mom had to go out of nowhere, and my sister had to pick me up. Well, my sister didn't know I was staying after class, and neither did I, like, to communicate it with my sister. Oh, Jesus, why am I yawning so much? So point is, my sister goes into the class, and she's like, "Ma'am, I'm waiting for my sister, and you have her over here held. All these kids' parents are outside waiting, and da-da-da-da-da." And then the teacher goes like this, "Do you know her?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's my sister." And she's like, "Go." I was a bad student with a bad sister, because my sister went and told the teacher that, that she had all these kids held and that the parents were outside waiting. And then after that, I never told my classmates, like, "I'm moving, guys. We're moving. My parents bought a house." My last day was my last day, and that was it. And that teacher, one day, she was kind of mean, in a sense, but I remember that she was like, I didn't want to be a teacher. My mother made me be a teacher. Like, damn, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta pick your career wisely. Like, I don't know. I feel like being a teacher, being like in the nursing medical field, like, y'all gotta really like your job. You really have to like your job. Like, I mean, especially in the nursing medical field, like, I see a lot of people that are like, you know, like, they're mad and they treat people bad. I'm like, girl, you're in the wrong place. Come on, you know, be kind. But it is what it is. People are gonna be whatever they want to be. Just gotta choose your career wisely and think about it. Now you guys see me in my car, and I don't know if I want to tell y'all what just happened. I went to sleep after coming home from picking up Valentina, from dropping her off. My ass took like a 3-hour nap. Oh my god. I'm like, what the hell happened? How did I just sleep through all these hours? Anyways, I did mail my niece her package. I wanted to record, but I totally forgot. I was just like, I gotta get the address, I gotta get the sticker and the label, and it covered, you know, I taped it up, and I was like, great. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to show you guys. So, as you guys may or may not know, if you watched that video and you caught that, so my niece don't live here in California no more. She moved to Texas. And so, you know, like, I've been seeing her effort in cooking, in, you know, being the wife partner role. And I'm like, it's crazy how once you're married, once you have kids, or like, you're at a certain age that certain things, let me put the window up because this trailer, like, once you're an adult and you start adulting, and it's crazy how you find joy in simple things that help you make things better. I sent her like a little egg cutter. You put the egg, and then I just sent her that because I was like, I wanted one for myself, but then I'm like, you know what, let me just send it to her. If she ever makes herself salads and she wants to put egg slices for you. I sent her like my favorite spatula from Dazo, that I absolutely love. I hope she likes it as well. I like to flip pancakes and stir and mix things. And I sent her a knife, what is it called? I was gonna say a knife cutter. It's not a knife cutter. It's to sharpen the knives. There you go. And then it rains over there, unlike in California, so I put in like a little umbrella for her, and just a few little things that I wanted her to have and try, and just to send her a little gift and let her know that, you know, that we love her and we miss her and we know she's far away. And I wanted to send her a package to let her know that we are thinking of her, and that we are very happy, and that we are very proud of her, and that I hope, you know, everything is okay. You know, it's a big change. It's a big change when you move with your significant other, whether it be miles from home, you know, even more so when you move from one state to another. And when you go from one country to another, I can only imagine how hard it is to, you know, to manage your emotions of being away from your family. And my niece is the oldest one, so in my sister's her children, she is her oldest. So I don't want to get too personal because it's not my story or my information, which is, there's really not much to speak about, but you guys know what I'm saying? So when I got with Henry, I used to cry. Like, little by little, I was giving him my stuff, my belongings, when he would visit me. And, finally the day came, and it was so weird, like, as a young adult, you're like, you know that this is what you want, but then in the back of your head, you're like, is this the right decision? Did I make the right move? Am I making the right move? Is this real? Is this where my life is about to start? Is this what I really want? Is this how things go? Is this how things happen? Like, all those things ran through my head, y'all. Like, I cried. Like, I still came home. Sorry, my lips feel dry. I still came home, and I was like taking out my stuff and crying. And I'm like, why am I, now I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, why was I crying? And I'm like, it's just, my sister told me, her mom was like, don't cry. She was like, I mean, it's not like you're going to another country. It's not like you're going to another state. You're starting to live your life. You're starting a new life. You're going to be fine. It's normal to be nervous. But to me, when she said, she was like, I know you're right, huh? She goes, it's not like you're divorcing us. It's not like we're mad at each other and we're never gonna talk again. Like, but in my house, I'm Hispanic. My mom and dad are Mexican, and still in my mom and dad, like their ways of being, my sister still got a little glimpse of that. Is like, you left home, you're not coming back. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I had that phase with my mom. And still, the day that I was taking out my stuff, she was like, and take everything, because you're not coming back in here. Make sure you don't forget anything. And I was just like, trying to suck it up. My neighbor was right there. I don't even know why. Like, finally I got my stuff. I'm never gonna forget. My dad was there. He teared up a bit. My nephew was there. He was about 3 years old, and he started crying. He was like, where are you going? Don't leave. And I was just like, oh my God, I wasn't supposed to cry, but now you're making me cry. So one thing I have learned is that not everybody's love story is the same. I think a lot of us women fantasize, idealize, and grow up thinking that our love story is gonna be like, I don't know, like a Disney fairy tale, and it's nice. It must be nice, because that's not my love story. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Everybody's love story is so different, and it's usually like for better or for worse. It's usually, even though it's not better, it's not for the worse, for sure. But we think it's like, oh, this is probably the worst way to leave home. This is probably the worst way to get married and get together, and just, because a lot of women dream about that moment, about being engaged, about, their boyfriend or their possible husband asking them to be their wife. I didn't have that. Like, again, my story was, me and my husband met. I'll have to make a video about how we met. Nobody has ever found out. Nobody has ever known. Just a couple of people, I think. But in the beginning, I was very embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. Every love story is different. Every love story starts different, and it, like the way things end as a boyfriend and girlfriend onto marriage, onto living together, is completely different. Honestly, in my opinion, the way things are today, my thing is, do not get married. Because once you live with this man, you don't know his motherfucking habits. And I know some people, it's like, no, if you're gonna leave my house, you're gonna leave married in a white dress. So be it, right? Every parent has different regulations and rules, but I feel like a lot of people are ruined for that specific road, that a lot of people are like, no, I'm just gonna get married because that's just the right way, which it could be, you know, but again, not every love story has to start like that. It's kind of like you're going against the current, okay? So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have to cut this story short because I'm running off of seconds on my SD card. I will tell you guys how Henry and I met. Maybe one day we can come out together and share our story of how Henry and I met and how things have flown since then. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.